delivered for the body. Vaccines are like a training ground for the immune system. Vaccines prepare for the body to fight disease without exposing it to the system first. When foreign invaders such as bacteria and viruses enter the body, immune cells are called lymphocytes respond by producing antibodies, which are called protein molecules.
Vaccines are made using the disease-causing virus or bacteria, but in a form that will not harm your child. Instead, the weakened, killed, or partial virus or bacteria prompts your baby's immune system to develop antibodies or defenders against the disease. Vaccines are created through a general three-step process. Number 1, the antigen is generated. The virus are grown in primary cells. Number 2, the antigen is isolated from the cells used to create it. Number 3, vaccines are made by adding stabilizers and preservatives.
Vaccination. Modern vaccination approaches have developed and how animals will continue to play a fundamental role in understanding the control of the immune response to vaccines and the development of novel vaccines. Edward Jenner derived vaccination from the Latin word vacca, meaning cow, following his original description of protection against smallpox or variola through prior exposure to cowpox.
Discussing about history of vaccination. Back to 1000 CE, Chinese employed smallpox inoculations. Then, it was produced in Africa and Turkey as well, before it spread to Europe and America. Edward Jenner's innovation began with his successful 1796 use of cowpox material to create immunity to smallpox. Then, on 1885, Louis Pasteur's rabies vaccine was the next vaccine to make an impact on human disease. On the middle of the 20th century, research and development has been very active. Moving on, vaccines have improved on the 21st century as technology improves, because more research tools are helping scientists to create new and more developed vaccines.
I will be discussing on what is vaccination. So, vaccination is small quantities of dead or inactive forms of pathogen are introduced into a person by injection or orally. There are two types of vaccination. There is first the traditional method, or known as with naked DNA, and the other one is with edibles. So, in naked DNA, it is your traditional method of injecting dead pathogens or inactive forms of pathogen into humans via injection. In edible DNA is introducing the dead or inactive forms of pathogen in foods, example in gummies or in other edibles. White blood cells produce these antibodies to prevent said pathogens. The antibodies help to destroy the pathogens. Also, when the said pathogens enter the body, we will have a more fast and better response when not injected with a vaccine. An antibody is a protein produced by the immune system in response to presence of foreign antigen, and an antibody is a specific organ because its shape will only fit into an antigen. So there are two types of vaccines, and the purpose of vaccines again is injecting small or inactive forms of dead pathogens so that the body will have a better response.
So, here are some few myths and facts about vaccine. Number 1. Myth. If so many other people are vaccinated, my child doesn't need vaccines. Fact. Yes, they do. Relying on actions of other parents to protect your unvaccinated child only works if everyone else is vaccinated. Number 2. If so many other people are vaccinated, my child doesn't need vaccines. Fact. Yes, they do. Relying on actions of other parents to protect your unvaccinated child only works if everyone else is vaccinated. If many parents take this attitude, fewer children will be immunized and diseases will start to spread quickly. And when it comes to tetanus, whether other people are vaccinated makes no difference to your child's safety.